So I have been a patient on dialysis for 15 years. In that time, I have gotten married, I have children, I went to school, I've worked, I've had a normal life. I mean, as normal as it can be. I get up at 5 a.m., I take my medication, I go to dialysis by 5:45, they get me on, I run until 10, I go on with my life. And it's been like that for 15 years since I was a teenager. A little over 15 now. But as of 4 days ago, I went active on the transplant list in Philadelphia for Einstein. And so we're super excited about that. We're in Pittsburgh right now. As soon as we get home from my husband's marathon, we plan to pack our bags. They said, be ready because we could get the call at any moment. Since I was on dialysis for 15 years, I am towards the top of the list. So they said we can get a call at any moment, be packed, be ready to go. I'm hoping to keep updates on everything. But my biggest thing for anybody, if you're going through transplant and getting that evaluation, stick with it. We went through numerous clinics. We went through Cleveland. Cleveland turned me away. Then we went through Hershey. If you're familiar at all with Hershey, they closed their clinic. So after doing testing and things there, they closed the clinic. So we went an hour and a half further and went through Philadelphia. And in Philadelphia, we went through 3 clinics. We went to Penn, Einstein, and Jefferson. And so Penn said, yeah, let's go through this, but we want you to get 2 surgeries first. And I wasn't okay with that idea, so then I crossed them off the list, went through Einstein and Jefferson. Jefferson, I've repeated all of these tests. Every place you go, you have to repeat the tests, and it'll drive you crazy. These tests take forever to get into. Trust me, I understand it. Every time I went to a clinic, I was assigned a different test, and it seemed to drag on. Because when they saw one test, they'd send me to a different specialist and say, we want you to see a hematologist, we want you to see different gynecologists. It's just everything was just another specialist added. And so something that we thought would take a few weeks, a few months, drug on for years. And so now I'm finally listed. I got the call 4 days ago while I was at DaVita on dialysis. They called me and they said, hey, Einstein, you're active, pack your bags, be ready to go. A few minutes later, probably about 5 minutes, my social worker comes out and says, congratulations, I heard you're active. They're gonna send us some stuff so we can do your blood work for as long as you're on the list. I was like, yes, finally. But it has been a crazy ride for us. And even in updates that I can give, it's been so crazy that they may take a while to even explain. But for us, I mean, with us sticking with it, if we can do it, I tell you, anybody can do it. We are 6.5 hours, and we drove up a few times every week for tests for a long time. This is what we were doing. I did give in to one surgery, which was a bladder augmentation. And let me tell you, that was a huge surgery to agree to. And that was taking a huge leap of faith to go ahead and do that surgery. When I agreed to that, I was like, please, for the love of God, tell me this is the last thing I have to do, and you'll put me on transplant. And so they sort of said, yeah, sure, go do that, and we'll put you on transplant. That was not the case. So I went and got the surgery, and then they said, hey, there's some more tests we want you to do. And with Jefferson, when they said that, that meant there's some more tests, you go do them, and we'll eventually bring you up. So with Jefferson, I'm actually still waiting for their answer. They never put me on the list. They didn't bring me up to the board yet. They assigned new social workers a few different times. I actually didn't even know my transplant coordinator was out on leave. Nobody told me. It's been really insane. It really has. It's been a lot of work, but we stuck with it, and it's finally starting to pay off for us. So I really hope in the future somebody will see this and go, wow, we should stick with it. I'm going to to give as many updates as I can, but please stick with it if you're on transplant and you're thinking, I can't go through any more of these tests. Trust me, you can. You'll get through it. It'll be worth it.